here with us. So, all right, going to go ahead and get started. So, first of all, I went live on TikTok, I believe it was Monday, and I designed these prom send off flyers. And so someone during the live wanted to know if I had a class on these. I said, well, I don't have a class on them. However, I will host a live on Thursday, on Wednesday, which is today, 8 o'clock p.m. to showcase how to design these. More detail, you can ask questions if you want to. So first of all, someone please comment if you what is your comfort level in using Canva? How comfortable are you using Canva? How comfortable are you using Canva? About a 6, okay? All right, so that means you're pretty up there. Um, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started, okay? So as I said earlier, I have pinned the websites that I'm using for tonight. Of course, I'm using Canva to do this. Now, what I typically do is this. If I am generating something that is going to be a mock-up to showcase what I can do, then I go over to pexels.com. Pexels.com is a stock image website, and these images here are free. So you can use these images to help you as you are designing something. So again, we're doing something prom, right? So I'm going to type in prom and let's see what pops up. And you can decide for yourself which ones you may want to use. Now, one thing I love about Pexels is that it will give you sometimes more than one image. So you see you have these 3 poses here. I am going to go ahead and like these. Now, I do have a pexels.com account. So therefore, when I like my images, it saves to my folder so I can find them easier. Okay, so I'm liking these 3 right here only because I see that they are all similar. And that helps with the design process because this is another. Because you want to be able to showcase, various poses of the same person because that then gives you the idea to make it become more realistic. It makes your customers think, oh, wow, that's a real actual client, even though it may not be one, right? But you want to have that as an option to showcase your work and what you can do. So again, I'm just going through here to see what images pop out at me, and then I will download those and then import them into Canva so we can proceed and get started. So again, I'm just scrolling through to see what images I can find. Okay, this is the same right here, and I think she was also, this is her too. All right, so we have 3 pinks right now. I'm thinking three reds. Let's see what else we can find scrolling through. And sometimes if you click on an image, it will then give you other images that relate to what you have already clicked on. So that is also another way that you can find similar images as you scroll through. And that is a great option, something for you to use because you may want to, and this is 1, 2, and this is going to help. Is that the same girl? Yeah, that's also the same dress. So we have 3 right there. And this is helpful because we want to be able to showcase fully, oh, we got 4, what we can do and what our offerings are so our customers are able to, that's another. All right, so I am not going to spend the entire, I think that's also one, the entire time, because this, you can go through this like for days and days at a time finding images that are similar. And so to honor your time, I will stop right here. But as you can see, there are tons and tons of images that you can go through. You can grab. That's one that's nice for a wedding. Tons of images you can scroll through and see what is there. Now, this is an option if you are not a AI art generator. You don't use those things. You can use these as actual people, to showcase your work. So let me go click out of this, and then I will go to my profile, go to my collections, and then I will go to all the things that I liked, right? And these are all here. So we have our girl in the blue dress, we have our girl in the pink dress, we have another blue, and we have black, and we have red. So I think that, let me see. I might do, what are we thinking? Should I do pink or blue? What are your thoughts? Pink or blue? Pink or blue? Anyone have any feedback? Anyone have any comments? Pink or blue? All right, I am going to choose one. Blue? Okay, blue. Kenya. Did I say your name right? All right, we'll do the blue. So I'll download this one. And yes, I want you all to know that Pexels is also an app that is available within Canva as well. But I have found from my personal usage that I enjoy using the website itself because just for me, it provides me more options from which to choose from. So that's why I tend to use the website versus going through Canva. But I do want you to know that it's also an option in Canva as well for you to use. So I'm going to download this one. All right. And I'm downloading a lot of them because it's better to have more than enough than not enough, just so we can play around with it and see exactly how we want it to look. So I think I've downloaded all of them, I believe. Okay. So what I don't have is what I won't have. Okay. So now I'm going to close this out. Now come over here. So this is my folder that I have created within Canva. And in this folder, I am going to import my Pexel images. So I already have that folder saved. I go to upload files, right? And I saved all of my items on my desktop. So I'm just going down to Pexels. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. And I'm going to click on open. And those files will then automatically save to the folder that I have within Canva entitled Pexel Images. So it makes it a whole lot easier on yourself when you fully use Canva and all of its capabilities, and go ahead and name folders so you can find what you need when when you need it, right? Okay, so I have And I want to just click on them so I can see what they are. All right, so we have this one, we have this one, this, I like that, this, and this. All right, so good. Now I see what I have. I think I want this one to be my main image. So I will go to background remover. Now the background remover is a Canva Pro element. The background remover is a Canva Pro element. So that will go ahead and take away that background. And while I'm doing this, you all, I'm also going to go live as well on TikTok so I can capture all of my audiences. All right. So here we are designing our prom flyer send off. So I've already gone to pexels.com. I have imported my images over from pexels.com into Canva so I can see exactly what I have here. Now we see her gown is cut off. Since I am a Canva, I'm going to go to edit and I'm going to do the magic expand to expand her dress some to see what it gives me. Now the magic expand, it will give you 4 different options from which you can choose. Some options may look good, some may not, and you can decide for yourself which one you want to use, which one you don't want to use, or you can run it again to try to get more items. So we'll see what happens here. Okay, so we have our 4 options, and some of them may kind of look the same. As a matter of fact, all of these look the same. So I am going to click done. Now this gave me a black background, right? So all I have to do is to go back over to my background remover, and the background is going to disappear. The background is gone. So now I have a bit more to play around with. I may end up changing some things because I'm not quite sure if I like the darkness of this, but we shall see how it goes as I add in more elements. So again, this is our prom send-off flyer. These are others I did the other night on TikTok Live, and these were all black with the gray. So this is, she has on a blue gown with gold. Okay, so this is here. I am going to add in more images of her and place them down below. And I may go back and change as I go along. This is how I do for the process for me, so I can see exactly what I like, what I don't like. So if you all have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask whatever questions you may have about what I am doing. Excuse me. Because as I said earlier, I did a TikTok live Monday, and someone was asking if I ever had a live class on doing it. I said no. So tonight, here we are. All right, so it's a really beautiful dress. And I may put this here. And right now I'm just placing things where I want to see them. And I'm quite sure that I am going to change some things as I keep on going. But again, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask any questions that you may have. If you're joining me from TikTok, please share the live out so that others can see what we're doing. Again, we are doing our prom send-off. I did it earlier this week on Monday, and so I have decided to come back on and showcase me doing another one. So if you want to share this out so that others can see what we're doing tonight, by all means, do so. The more, the merrier to the party. And if you have any questions, as I said earlier, don't be afraid to ask whatever questions you might have. All right, so I'm just playing around trying to get things where I want them to be. This just is another one, so I go to my edit and then I go to the magic expand because I took away the background. I want to see what else can be done in the expansion, because I may be able to pick up things that I did not see here. And so with the Magic Expand, you get 4 options from which to choose from, and you are able to then, select whichever one you want to use. Okay. And again, these are all pretty much the same, so I'll just click that one, and then I'm going to go to background remover to again take away the background. Oh, let's try again. All right, so now it's gone. So now we have more of her dress, so I can bring her down some, and I think I want this dress to go above. We'll go right here. All right, so we have, no, I won't her below because I want that. We have our girl here. All right. So how is that looking to everyone so far? Any questions, any feedback, comments? I think I'm still move over here because I want. Any questions, any comments? And I'm sorry, I'll talk to myself when I'm working on designing something. So that's how I'll work through my process to see how things are coming along. All right. So this is our girl right here. All right. We have not done anything in the background. This is where we are right now. Okay. So now we have our gold here. And I have already, I did some pre-work. So Creative Fabrica, if you do not have a Creative Fabrica account, yes, Kanaya, the replay will be available on my YouTube page. So when I am done tonight, I will download that and post to my YouTube channel. So I've already done some legwork, and so I am looking at gold balloons. Now, one of my favorite places that I used to love to go to on Etsy was let me go back. Was Digital Curio. Digital Curio, they offer tons of digital items, right? And so they're also on Creative Fabrica. So when they're on Creative Fabrica, that means that you are able to download these things for free once you've paid your membership, right? So you can go on Creative Fabrica and download these things from Digital Curio. So I'm going to type in gold balloons and see what comes up. I'm doing balloons in gold because she has the flecks of gold in her dress. And so on Creative Fabrica, I joined for the $47 a year, and that price covers all downloads that I do, right? So if you are on the fence, get it. For those that are on Facebook, you have that link on in the comments. It's pinned on Facebook, but Creative Fabrica is one of my favorites to use to find various digital items. So I am looking for gold balloons, but I also need some of that blue as well. So let's see, go back up here. These are kind of cute, but these do not fully have all all that I need. And I think these balloons, they might go. So I'll download that one. All right, so let's go back over here. Download that. I'll go back. I thought I saw. I may do these white and gold as well, just to give it a different look, more variety. But we shall see. So I'll go ahead and download these as well. All right, so these are downloading. And again, I am just going to save these I will create a folder in Canva and I will save it to my Canva. Remember, if you don't fully use all of your folders in Canva, I'm going to suggest that you do, because you will digital curio downloads. It makes things so much easier for you later on when you go back to try to figure out what you did, right? So let me go over here, because this is a zip file. Let me go open it up and then click on that. All right, that's that one. So upload files, and then okay, so we have DC is digital curio, so it's going to be there for you when you go back to download. That makes it a whole lot easier as well. And it's all about making life easy, right? When you are working and doing things, you want to ensure that you can find what it is you're looking for later on. So download all those. And then once all of these have downloaded, then I'll go through and work on doing the background, doing the wording and everything else. All right. So how are we doing so far? Talk to me, y'all. Give me some feedback. Are we loving this? I'm like, girl, why are you want to doing this stuff? Tell me, what are your thoughts? What are your feelings? Is this beneficial to you? All right, so that's going on. All right, so for this background, I think I want to use the blue that's in her dress, because I want to kind of play off of that. So I'm going to go over here to my color and do my color picker, so I can find that shade of blue. Now, how the dress looks, you have various shades of blue because of the folds and stuff that's on the dress. So that is one. I can go back through again and maybe try to find another. Let's see how that one, that's not blue at all. So you have to play around with it and see what pops up for you when you do your color picker. That's too dark. All right, so I think I will just stick with this one. Okay. I like this right here, but her hand is doing something. Let's see if I can flip her around. Gotta figure this part out. All right. So now we are going, let me close my windows that I'm not using so that my computer will not run slow on me. All right, now we have this part together. So again, this is for our prom send off, right? So just typing in prom send off. So let me go up here. And I am going to type in, let's see if I can find a gold bar. And I want to make sure that I put, if you're selling this, of course, you want to use everything that has a free element. But since this is for the purpose of you all learning, I'm going to go all pro, okay? Because we know that pro elements, they tend to give us better results to showcase what we're doing. So I'm going to click on this gold bar, and that gold, I'm stuttering, y'all. The gold, it blends in well with what is down here. So I'll make this a little bit smaller and stretch it out some. Still make it smaller. Now this gold bar, This gold bar is going to be the one that I use to type in all of our pertinent information, type in, RSVP, type in phone number, and those types of things. Okay, so we have a gold bar here. And now I want to type in some text. I'll type in prom just because it's prom. All right. But I also uploaded some gold, and they are called, it is a gold disco ball. These are gold disco ball letters. And these letters also came from, you guessed it, Creative Fabrica. So you can find a lot of stuff in Creative Fabrica to help you make your design be what it needs to be. Now, I'm not sure if I want to use this fully, so I'm just playing around with it to see how it looks because she has gold in her dress. Let's see how this looks. I'm going to drag them all in, kind of size them down somewhat. Let me duplicate the two because we need two of those. Bring in 0 back over. I think make that a little bit smaller. And then bring in my 5 and make my 5 a little bit small as well. So this is all the process in, I think let's cut off some. All the process in creating your flyer. And also how you do things, it all flows with your style and your taste of what you want to do. Some people have elaborate flyers, some people don't. So, you do what works best for you in your business. All right, so I'm going to highlight all of these so I can make them all small at the same time. All right, so I have 5, 2, 0, that's 2, 0. We have this 2. We have this 5. All right, so we have our 2025. Still trying to figure out if I want to use this. Oh, thank you for the hearts on TikTok. If you are gaining something from this, you're enjoying this video, please share it out on TikTok so that others can see what we are doing. It's all about just creating this graduation flyer and also showcasing what can be done in Canva. A lot of people are afraid of Canva and don't want to use it, but I'm here to tell you Canva is like the bomb to me, and I love, 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 love me some Canva. All right, so we have prom here. I want to change the fonts to find something. You know what, for this, I may make it all cursive, but I may not. No, don't want it all cursive. You want something that's going to stand out. So this is where we're going in, and we are playing around with the fonts to see how they look and what we need to do. Still playing around with this to try to get it be what I want it to be. So let's see, I'm doing the spacing. Okay, I'm making it smaller. Okay. Now, go back up for my text and then I'm putting this here just for a placeholder because I think I want to have her name first. Now, anyone that's been following me for some time, I've always told you all that whenever I do any type of name that's on something, I always use the name Najee. Why? And I don't know whose name this, but I use Najee because it's a combination of both my daughter's names. And so that is the name that I use on 99.99% of all the stuff that I do, because that's just my way of paying homage and paying tribute to them. All right, so this is Najee's. Put this and then down here, I'm going to put prom send off. Okay, and then I want to put that in bold. Okay, so then bring this down here. Go to my layer, my position. Click on prom send off, and I want to move it up like right there. Okay, so what are we thinking so far? How are we looking? Thoughts, input, suggestions, and I will change the color. So I'm going to go to my color picker and choose the gold. I am not going to go to my favorite app, which is Text Maker in Canva, because the golds are probably not going to match. And I know these golds down here, they don't match either. But and I may change that as I go on, but I don't want to go to the app because the gold for the wording is not going to be the same thing as this, which I probably don't need. So as I'm talking through, let's go over to our apps text maker. Does anyone have any questions so far about what I am doing, how I did it, what how I found my images, how I found my numbers? Any questions anyone has? All right, so go to gold, and one of my favorite in this is to use golden. Golden is my favorite in text maker. So then you type in the name that you want, Najee's. All right, so this is Najee's right here. So this is how it looks, but I don't want this font. So you can go down here. This is where the fonts are, and you can go over and choose handwriting, and then you are able to look at the various fonts, and it gives you an example. But my only thing with this, you have to always go back and click the handwriting font for whatever reason. So let's see if we can find one over here that looks nice, and we may use it. Go back to handwriting. It's too complex. Let's use it. That's fancy. I'm going to add that to my design. You can add design. And then the great thing about this is you can go back and still find more fonts. I like how that looks so fancy. I like the fancy look of it. And as I said earlier, I may go back and change everything. I hope not, y'all, because I'm not trying to be in here all night long. But I did want to show you all how you can do this in Canva. Oh, that's too, that's not fancy enough. Let's see what that one looks like. Nope. And this can become the overwhelming part as well when you are trying to find the font, the font to use. And sometimes having too many choices creates difficulties. Well, I'll add that one to the design. And I'll find one more just so we will have 3 to choose from. and then we will get back to the business at hand. Nope. Okay. We'll add that to the design and then see how it looks. So now I've added those 3 to my design. So now we can look at them and see which one stands out the best. I will just delete that because it's not. All right, we have that one, have that one, we have this one. I think I like this one. Now the thing about these, when TextMaker you use it, it imports as a PNG. So, you know, that's going to cut it off or whatever. So you have to be mindful of that. You can stretch it out as far as you want, right? But it's a PNG. So just know it's an image. So I will delete that one. I'm going to duplicate it just in case because it's not saved. All right. So this is here. So Najee's prom send off, because I have this here. My prom send off looks bad. So I have Najee's prom send off. I want to do something else. So still in my text maker app, but now I'm going to choose another type of font. And the thing about these is that they're already preloaded, so you can't choose the font that you would like to use. It's there, and because of that fact, you the look of the said font, you know, you see how it's more pixelated here, but that's because of the words and the letters. You can change the effects of it, but yeah, I think that's gonna be a hard one right there to try to match up. Let's add that one and see how it looks. That may look. That one looks alright. Alright, so we will stick with this. So this is Najee's prom send off. I want to make it a tad bit smaller and have this right here. Have that there. So what are we thinking about this? What are our feelings? What are our thoughts? Okay. So we have Najee's prom send off. I'm going to duplicate this one and I'm going to make it bigger. Just playing around with something to see how it might look. This is looking like a, no, I'm not gonna do it. Sorry, y'all. We'll have this right here. So I'm gonna go back to something I did earlier on one of my previous flyers. I'm gonna import a cell phone in here. Import my cell phone right here. I want that one. I want that on the background. Import my cell phone. Bring it in. Kind of turn it to the side some. And have this here. Alright, now I'm going to do my position. Bring this behind her. So it appears as though she is popping out of the cell phone. So this is going to be how I play around with this one. All right, so now going back to my projects, going back to my digital curio items that have been downloaded, I'm going to now add in my balloons. So position and move these to the back. And I want to make it a little bit larger, but then still bring it down some. Go back over to projects, go to my folder, Digital Curio, downloads again. Another balloon right there, put it there. See what this one looks like. And now you just start placing them where you want them to go. I am going to duplicate the balloons on this side over here, just so we have some symmetry. So bring those down right here, and then I will just duplicate these again because we have that blue that's showing through the balloons, and I don't want that there. So bring that down, and that'll be there. I'm gonna stretch it out some so that it is right there. Of course, you can make it be what you want it to be, right? All right, duplicate this and bring those down right there, but make them okay. So this is our prom send off. It's coming together, y'all. Y'all probably, what is she doing? But you have to build it up to get it to where you want it to be. So this is her prom send off. I have that centered. I'm going to make this smaller. All right. I'm not sure how I feel about that, y'all. Gotta figure that out. All right, so this is what we have now on my, and I think I'm gonna take these out, or let me go back and try one more thing. I may end up doing putting the 2025 in the background. Let me go to my shapes. I'm going to, I know it's not the same color, just bear with me. I'm going to go to my three dots, go to layer, show layers, and I'm going to bring it down, 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 right above my blue. And now I'm going to decrease my transparency on this. That's green, so therefore I'm going to change that color from that gold to, I think I like that. I want my design to be brighter. All right, so we have the blue behind it, but we still have other stuff. Now this 2025, I just want to see how it looks. I want to bring the 2025 down below, and we have that here. I just want to see how it would look on it, and I don't think I like it there. So yeah, not yet. I'll just remove that altogether. Okay, so now we have this here. Now for my background, I do want to add in some pops. You know, I want to add in some gold flakes, if you will, that gold dust. And these I've already previously downloaded from Creative Fabrica, but I don't like those. So let's see what we can find. Just go type in gold dust here in Canva. Okay, so we have different types of gold dust. I just want something in the background that's going to shine through. But this is going to go below that layer, so it won't be on top of her. Go to my position and bring it all the way down, 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 down. So it's behind that layer with the opacity. And then it doesn't have a lot of shine, if you will. It's there but not there. It's not shining though. I have some silver, but I don't know if the silver would be too much. We'll see what happens. This is the silver. See, you see how that shines so much brighter? That's what I want. Position. Move it down, 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 down. Right here. Let's see if we can increase the opacity. Yeah, no. Alright. We're going to take that out. So yeah, this is how I have chosen to build this design up by adding in various elements to bring it to life. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer than others. I am moving kind of fast, you know, here tonight because I want to preserve on time. I'm still trying to find my goal that I want. But designing can take a long time. And so it's important that when you're designing, you maintain the integrity for how you design your stuff. Don't let other people dictate to you how you should design. Find your style, find your lane, and stay in that style and lane area so that it works for you. Okay. So we have this here. I'm trying to put in one more picture. I think I need something else. And then my gold bar at the bottom is where I'll put in all of the information about where and blah, 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 blah. I'm just trying to stretch it out to get rid of that flower, if I can do that. Let's see. Here I am again, changing my positions. And that's why I said when you're working with stuff, I can have for this, move my balloons over. Move my balloons over to cover up some of the green that's there. And I can then duplicate the balloons as well to kind of cover up my greenery, if you will. Alright, so, and I'll move that to the back. So that is how you can try to conceal, you know, things that are there. I do want her to come up. The name below. I want her tiara to be above her name, just so it can stand out. So then I can increase her some right there. All right. So how are we feeling about this design? Nothing. I'll move her above so she's not below the picture frame. All right, so how are we feeling about this? Any input, any questions, any comments? Let me know. Okay, so we have this here. So now I need to add in my information, right? The information. Her arm was kind of flicked there. Oh, did somebody move down here at the bottom? Yeah. Okay. I need to move her arm up. Okay, she disappeared. And maybe I'll take her out. And what about if I put her here? And then slide this down some so she's down there. I think I might do that. No, she's not letting me. I'll do that, and then I'm going to get rid of the picture frame. And so this is what I'm talking about, y'all. The more you do, the more you play around, you see exactly what's going to work and what's not going to work. So I have that there, and I want to conceal her dress. So I'll put her down here. And then bring her lips on. All right. Now I figure out how to put this prom send off, the proper placement for that. And then I think we can type in our details and we'll be good to go. Okay. All right. So down here, the font, the color for the font that I'm going to use, I want to use a blue that's going to match her dress. And so this font, I'm going to say May 25th. I'm not even sure what day of the week that is, but that's when her prom is going to be, okay? Remember, this is all fictitious. Oh my goodness. Not real. Fictitious. I still didn't say it right. It's not real. So when you are advertising these things for your business, make sure you try to include a actual date that is going to be for a local school there by you, so people can feel that it is real. All right. So let's say the Hyatt Park. Again, I'm just totally making up stuff as I go along. Fictitious. Why can't I say the word? Fictitious. That's still not right. I don't think I'm saying it right. All right, and then come over here, and then we type in 7 o'clock p.m. All right, and there we go. All right. Oh, I said put it in blue. So this is one way that you can do your prom send off flyer. Okay. Anyone have any questions? And I may add another blue on this side. Any questions, any comments, any feedback? Questions, comments, or feedback? I declare I thought I had some more digital curio stuff I did not bring over for whatever reason. Let me go back and find it. Because I thought some had like a pearl something. I could be wrong. No questions, no comments, no feedback. We're good? These are those I had right here. I knew I had some more stuff. Bring those over right here. So as I said, again, this is just one way that you can use to design and create a prom flyer send-off. I did several different examples earlier this week. So this is, and these were all in black and silver. So this is one. My balloon's down there again. This is another. She's popping out of the photo frame, the picture photo. Hey Chandra. And then I have this one here. So different variations of what you can do to help create a prom flyer send-off. Now, you can utilize what you have learned, or if you already know how to do it, head over to Etsy and you can sell these as editable templates for people to purchase. Okay, so remember, when you're designing something, you want to have free elements just in case your customer is not a Canva Pro user. So everything that you do should always have free elements so they can build up from the ground for what they need. And this is what I was talking about here earlier. These are my gold right here that's being imported in. That's the gold flakes. You see how that's popping? Those are what I wanted to use earlier. But I think we're good. Does anyone have any questions? Any questions? All right, cool, cool. So if there are no questions, then I'm going to say this. If you would like to have these as a downloadable template that you can utilize in Canva, I need for you, the first person to answer this question will get this as a free downloadable template in Canva. Do I sell this, Classy Pearly? I did the class and I'm about to do a giveaway right now. So let's see. And I'm not sure if you were here earlier or not. So what I'll do is this. I will give, how do you save it so they can reopen and change what they want? So if you're in Canva and you want to do this as a template to send to somebody, what you do is you go to say share, and then you're going to go down when it comes up. And then you click on these three dots that say see all. You click there, and then you'll make this as a template link. Click that, and it gives you a template link. And that link is what they use to be able to then go in and edit and make any changes that they would like to do. And I'll show you all once it finishes downloading. My computer's working overtime right now trying to download these things in the back and everything. Let me close out windows I'm not using. Alright. So it's still coming along, but once that finishes, your template link will pop up here, and that is what you use. Now, when I sell any templates, I send it via email, and I send that via a PDF that is strictly for emailing, and they can click on the links inside that document. So this says create template link. Come on. And I copy right here. And it tells you the link is live, right? So now I'll go here, and then I will just simply paste that link there, and you'll see what happens, because you're then able to see that Royal Statements is sharing a design with you. And this is how they then go in to edit the template or use it for a new design. And that's how your customer is able to do that. Now, if you want to, let me go back and show you how to do the other thing. So go to share. That same link that you just copied and pasted, you are going to have it on an 8.5 by 11 paper as though it was an actual document. I have mine set up where I have my logo, my website, how to find me on various things, but all of those links are clickable in that document, so your customer is able to do that, right? So once you have that document created with the clickable links, you go to download, and then you download that clickable link document, as a PDF standard, and that is how your customer is able to click items within that paper to then send them to this. Does that make sense? Classy Pearly, TPL. Did I explain myself good? I hope I did. Okay, these are all downloaded. I really want this gold in the background. Yeah, that is a gold that I wanted. All right, so does anyone else have any questions? Anyone else have any questions? That's the gold I wanted. You see the difference right there? But I'm gonna, yes, okay. Have this here. Then I want to decrease the opacity of that. All right. And then one more thing I'm going to do, y'all, and then I'll be done. So as I'm working on this, I stated earlier the reason why I used the name Najee when I am creating items. Now, yes, Classic Pearly, add the PDF letter size and email. For those of you all who are here, and you know why I use the name Najee, I need for you to give me an answer. Because if you give me the correct answer, then you will get these free. But you have to give me the correct answers of why I use Najee when I'm creating various items. Why do I use the name Najee? Anybody know why I use the name Najee when I am creating? If you do, type it in the comments so that you can get this as a free template. Anybody know why I use the name Najee when I am designing? Nobody? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. I'll give y'all a few more minutes. And I'm just going in and adding in some more balloons and adding in some more stuff. Is the family name? Is that the answer? A family name? What family? What member of my family? Do you know a member of my family? Nope. Nope, not a niece. So I added some background stuff in there, y'all, to bring it up a little bit. And something else that you can always do, this is an oldie but goodie. Sometimes you can do too much of it. When you go in, are you sure about that, Classy Pearl? You go in and do a lens flare, and lens flare, they add a little bit of spice. Sometimes it can be too much. You gotta be careful with how you do it. But adding a lens flare to certain elements in your work to then give it a nice shining touch. Ding. All right, and they have various lens flares that are offered within. Are y'all asking me? Y'all telling me? Within Canva. On TikTok, they're saying it's a niece. They're saying a family name. Is it your daughter's name? All right, so we're adding our lens flares here just to give it. You telling me? So you added in the lens flares here to give it a little bit of extra oomph. All right, Chandra. you said you're the first one to ask me, is it my daughter's name? It's not my daughter's name, but what I did say was this. I use the name Najee because the combination of both of my daughter's names. So Chandra, you typed it in there first. All right, in Class of Pearl, you came in second. So this is what I shall do. Okay? So, and you all are on TikTok, so do me a favor. I need for you all to inbox me your email address so I can send you this template for free. All right? So this is our Najee's prom send-off. This is the flyer. I did it in Canva. It can be resized to then be for used on a telephone to send as an invite, however you want to do it. So this is this size at 4,000 by 4,000 pixels. So I need for Chandra and Classy Pearl to inbox me your email address so I can send you these. Okay, remember, I used Pro Elements in this. So if you're not a Canva Pro Element, you have to, you won't be able to access those things. Okay, I'm going to take this one out because that is what I was playing around with. I'm going to delete that one. And then I'll delete this one. All right, so you have 3. Boom, boom, boom. You have 3 that you can use to play around in. All right. Does anyone have any other questions, any comments, any concerns? I do appreciate you all joining me tonight. On Wednesday night, we start at 8 o'clock, and these 2 were done previously by me this week. And this is what we did tonight. This is our prom send-off tonight. And this, I showed you how to do this. I got my images from pexels.com. My graphics and clip art came from Creative Fabrica. I used my text maker app on Canva to have her name in gold. And then I just played around and built it up. So I did this to show you all that Canva, for some it can be overwhelming, kind of scary, but I don't want it to be because I am a Canva ambassador, so of course I'm going to brag about Canva, right? But Canva is a wonderful tool to use. I know I have used Photoshop and Canva. Photoshop you have to build yourself, but Canva gives you a shell from which to build upon. Meaning they give you templates and various items within Canva to help you do that. Now, since we're talking about graduation season, I'm going to do a shameless plug, and then I'll let you all go. So, also, earlier this week, I showcased where I created some teacups. And these teacups, this teacup was on Facebook. Y'all can't see it. But my teacups were AI art generated. And I used my fancy smash silhouette machine, and I had my teacups be actual holders to hold actual tea. So in that same vein, you know, we have grad season coming up, right? So for grad season, I created a grad hat that also doubles as a holder. Now this grad hat is available. Thank you, Classic Pearl. Thank you, Chandra. That's available on my Creative Fabrica. I have a Creative Fabrica store, and you can purchase this there. If you are a Creative Fabrica user, then you can get it for free because you're able to download that stuff, right? Now, if you're not a Creative Fabrica person, then you will have to pay the pricing for it. So go to Creative Fabrica, and I have my site on Creative Fabrica called Royal Statements. That's my store on Creative Fabrica. And so here is the grad hat money holder. You can put money in there. You can place a gift card. It's open, right? And this is a silhouette cut file. So it has that DXF extension. So you can cut it out. You can add in your money, gift card, whatever, and that's there for your grad, okay? So that is on my Creative Fabrica site. I have other things on there as well, but we're talking about graduation season, so I wanted to do that plug for that. So go grab it. Also, while we're still here talking, I'll show y'all one more thing, because on my website, royalstatements.com, I also offer templates for people to purchase. So I have my digital downloads. My downloads are available for purchasing as well. You can purchase my grad booklet. It's a Canva editable document. You can grab that. You can grab that and use. And this is my website is called royalstatements.com. The grad hat is on creativefabrica.com. So I also have the grad booklet, which is here. Now this one, I added more pages to the one you can purchase online. So this one doesn't have as many pages, but you can, use, take away, whatever you decide to do. That's there for you as well. And then one more thing I want to showcase. I also have my editable grad invitations as well. So I'm doing like a newspaper theme, right? So all of these templates are there, and they are available for purchasing, and they are right here. And you also get the bonus of the Senior Gazette. This is my Gazette. It's sized at 8.5 by 11, but you can resize it to be what you need to be. And so I have this here as my newspaper template, right? And then I also have my matching grad booklet, right? And then I also have my matching invitation, as well as my matching fan. All these things go along together. So I do all this because I want others to be able to do things. I don't want things to be hard for anyone to do. Trust me when I say that I have purchased items before and I'm like, what in the world, you buy this thing for a girl because you can't use it? So therefore, whenever I create something or I sell something, I keep the purchaser in mind, because I want everyone to be able to utilize what is there. All right, so anyone have any questions? I hope tonight was something that was able to be utilized by you. Hopefully you found some jewels in what I have shared. If you have, please be sure to follow me on TikTok. Be sure to head to my YouTube channel and like that channel. This live will be posted on my YouTube channel by the end of the week, so you have that there available for replay. And follow me here on, I said TikTok, Facebook, and everything else. All right. Chandra and Classy Pro, remember to inbox me your email address for your free template. And this is what you get in the prom template that is here. All right. And I would love, love, love for y'all to give me a review of your template once you get it and you use it. All right, so thank you all so much. Have a wonderful night. Take care, and I will catch you all on the flip side. And don't be afraid to use Canva. Stick your head out there and do it, because you know what? It's great. And I'm going to say that because one more thing, y'all. I promise. This is it. If you head to Etsy.com and you type in prom send off, all right? Look at what pops up. You have all of these prom send-offs here. Why can't you be a part of this? Why can't you do something just like this? You can. You can. Okay? So, don't be afraid to do. Don't be afraid to do. Step out of your box. Step out of your box. Don't limit yourself, and keep on going. And if you need tips on how to use Canva and use it well, I do have an ebook for that as well. I did a live class this past January 2025 showcasing how to use Canva. It's going step by step from beginning to the end, showing elements and so forth, and how to then increase your social media presence. So that's there, available for $9.99. Instant download. Grab it. It'll be great for you to have. And yeah, so you all have a great night. Thanks for joining. Take care. Replays will be on YouTube channel, and have a good one. I'll catch you all on the flip side.